What's happening? I'm Iron Man from the music group theLottory, Showtime Records. You know who I am and you know what I does. I represent them Los Angeles Lakers for life. Hence the banner to my side. And I watched a game last night that featured the trying return of one Stephen Curry, two-time back-to-back MVP of the NBA. It wasn't a triumphant return because they did in fact lose this game 111, I believe, to 101 to the Detroit Pistons. The Detroit Pistons are featured. They're going through experiencing a resurgence right now because of the new coaching style from Dwayne Casey, former coach of the Toronto Raptors, and Blake Griffin is feeling a lot healthier right now. Andre Drummond now knows his role and he's really thriving in it. Reggie Jackson is healthy again, so I mean, they got some good things. Ish Smith, former Houston Rocket. This guy is playing very well and getting minutes. And Stanley Johnson, this guy is thriving in his role. I said that word thriving twice now. He is thriving in his role coming off the bench. They are starting Glenn Dog Robinson. I don't know if he goes by that nickname or not from his famous pops. The Glenn Robinson III, he's getting a chance to start in the lineup. So he's coming off the bench and he's feeling real well about it. But this featured the return of Stephen Curry. Draymond Green did not play again. He will be gone for the next few games, at least until he gets better. Good luck to you. Hope you get well soon. KD, Count Durant, trademark. This guy has been on fire the last 3 or 4 games. I mean, he's been averaging like 45 points a game, just something unheard of and ridiculous. I was wondering what would happen. Like I said, they already lost. I'm not really here to tell you about whether they won or lost and give you a bunch of numbers. I'm trying to give you different aspects, different views of the game. What I was looking to see is how was KD going to react with that, because he took on a lot. The huge chunk of the scoring load and the pressure and the demands of being the guy on the team while Steph was gone, and he was starting to thrive. That's 3 times I've said that now. He's starting to thrive in that role. Now with Steph Curry coming back, how would he look? We'll get to that in a second. Let's talk about these Detroit Pistons. Blake Griffin, he had an okay game. He had an okay game. Nothing to write home about. I mean, he shot a low percentage. Had a few turnovers. So it was a workman-like game that he had. But Ish Smith, he shot like 46%. Reggie Jackson, Andre Drummond, I believe Stanley Johnson, they all shot like 50% from the field. And you know what that means? Nobody was stopping these guys. They were playing no defense whatsoever. Could that be because of the extended absence of Draymond Green, a defensive player of the year? Could be, but we don't really know. But I'm telling you, that defense was horrific. And also, get well soon to, I think his name is Damian Jones. I believe he's a second-year player. He was starting at center for these guys. He had torn a pectoral muscle when he came out of Vanderbilt, I believe in 2016. He has re-injured that, or it has not gotten better, and he's going to have surgery, and it's going to be probably season-ending surgery. He perhaps could make it back for the end of the playoffs, but most likely it's going to be a season-ending surgery. Hopefully get well soon. These guys are vulnerable. I don't know if anybody knows, but these guys are vulnerable. They're there for the taking. Someone just needs to take the reins. Hopefully these guys right here, and hopefully they can take over and get that chip and stop the dominance, this dynasty of the Golden State Warriors. 2-time back-to-back NBA champions. Now let's get back to the Stephen Curry. He came back, and basically I'm going to put it down to you like this. This was an even Steve Curry, he admitted himself, this was a terribly coached game on his part. Somebody comes back from injury, you do not, especially if it's a lower leg injury, you do not, he had a problem with his groin, you do not play them more than like 10, 15 minutes in the game. They bring that. Now, I'm not there. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a trainer. And I'm not there. I'm sure he's like, oh, man, I'm good to go. I'm good to go. Everybody says that. Anybody who wants to play, they're always going to say that. But, man, sometimes you have to hold them back for their own good.
Stephen Curry back from injury with the easy behind the back pass. Wow, way to avoid contact. That was actually good D. Way to take it up strong over him, Klay Thompson. Oh no, gotta hold your breath. Going in against Jaja, a cheap shot. As long as I guess you're not taking jump shots, you're okay. He can't jump. He got no hops whatsoever. As long as you ain't taking no jumpers on the three-point line, he won't step underneath you. You definitely don't want to see that. That looked like a travel. It looked like he pulled that pivot foot up, but he did get the no call and the nice easy bucket. Nice easy pass to Klay Thompson. Everything is just so much easier when he's there because you can't double team off of Steph. Look at this. Oh, push off and then the screen. No call either way. They just letting him get away with that. As great as shooter as he is, you're going to let him get away with pushing off 2 forearms to the chest? That's ridiculous. Look at this, though. Oh, yeah, way to move. Classic, coming around that screen. Pull up. Wet. Oh, man, look like he ain't missing the beat. Oh, that left hand. Oh, so does your... Oh, hesitation. Oh, got around you, Bullock. Oh, no, you're going to need some help down there, boss. Going to need some help down there. Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah, way to be a Johnny on the spot. Directing traffic. There you go. It's right there. You got a layup, boss. That KD said, yeah, just like old times. He knows. Oh, wait. Watch me explode to the hole. Easy layup. And one. Nah, that wasn't no and one, though. He kept his arms up. He went straight up. Oh, look, him coming off the screen. These screens are deadly. Man, it only takes a half a second to get that ball out of his hand. Man, looks like he's in rhythm. Oh, hesitation. See, when you're knocking down shots, even though he only made 3 out of 9, it was about 33%. That's horrific, especially for such a prolific shooter as he is. Catch and shoot, wet. Oh my God. They thought he had hit enough, but it was just too much Detroit Pistons. Oh, look at it. He said, I faked him behind the screen. Cut back door.
This guy played 37 minutes. What in the hell Steve Kerr wasn't thinking? That was mistake number 1. That was a horrific decision. That could come back to haunt him. He could re-injure himself, not just that night, but in nights to come, because coming back and putting all that pressure back on your groin is a very delicate and sensitive area. If anyone's ever had any problems with that, you know what I'm talking about. But that was ridiculous. KD played like 40-something minutes. Man, basically it all comes down like this. These guys shot couple of things it came down to. They shot terribly. The whole starting lineup for the Warriors, they shot terribly. They shot like 5 for 23 or something like that. Some crazy, ridiculous number that's like 20-something%. They shot like 20-something% from the field. That's outrageous. And that is not Splash Brother-like. That is not KD Durant. That is not the greatest team in the world. The dynasty beat any team from all time, even the 97 Chicago Bulls. I don't think so. That is not going to win you any game, anywhere, or any court at any time. But if that wasn't enough, they had absolutely no production, and I mean no production from their bench. These guys came off the bench and played a combined total, I believe, of about 84 minutes. And they only scored, the total, I think it was like 6 or 7 of them came off the bench. They only scored 15 points. The entire bench, like 6 or 7 people, only scored 15 points. Jesus Christ, that was horrific and ridiculous. I know Jonas Jerebko got the start, and he usually comes up. Listen, man, that was, you can't win. You can't win like that. You can't win like that. Not taking anything away from the Pistons. That is not going to win your game. You're going to get a loss. You can put that check in the loss column every time, all the time. You shot like 21% from 3, and you shoot all them threes, and you got like only 15 points from your bench. And then you got a guy coming off of an injury, a serious injury, and then played 37 minutes. Then KD played like 40 minutes. It was crazy. KD went, I don't know if y'all know, after he had that little dust up with Draymond, he went like 1 for 22 from 3. And like in the next couple games, 1 for 20. This is KD. This is Durant. Went like 1 for 22 from 3. He went through a little stuff. Then he got everything back to the way it was, and he became super efficient like the old KD, and that's when he started averaging like 45 points a game. Man, Steph came back, and this guy went 1 for 7 from 3. I believe it was 1 for 7. That is a problem. I'm telling you, it's not just like plug and play. I mean, you got to get used, you got to get comfortable again playing with certain people, getting certain minutes, the rotations down, a problem the Lakers are still having a problem with. Come on, Luke Walton. You got to fix those and solidify those rotations. But it's going to be a minute. It's going to be a minute before they all get comfortable back in their roles and get happy with playing again with each other. DeMarcus Cousins come back, and then Draymond comes back. These guys are vulnerable. The Detroit Pistons took well advantage of that and got that dub. They got that dub, shoot a very high percentage. There was no defense. It was Toro defense, and they were knocking down shots. This was all brought to you by the Golden State Warriors, who visited Little Caesars Arena. Yes, the arena that the Detroit Pistons play in is called Little Caesars Arena. They are a pizza restaurant who had a resurgence themselves after the popular campaign of the $5 hot and ready pizzas. Okay, very popular campaign that they had come out. Now, if you want to continue to get hot and ready videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you'll learn it every time there's a brand new video. I'm Iron Man from the music group theLottory, Showtime Records. Holla.